Hey, this is Miss Bumphus, and thank you so much for joining me for another session of STEM. And I'm thinking I'm getting better with these videos. I make a lot of mistakes still, but I try. So hopefully it'll be overlooked. But anyways, I'm being home with my family now with COVID-19 still in effect, and I am enjoying it. It took a little adjustment because I was used to working a lot, and it's much better now. A lot of the things that I have been missing being at home, I am now beginning to enjoy them again. So that is something to think about, enjoy your family. I know we're working from home, we're doing different things, but still, this is time to make up for the times that you could not spend with your family because of working so much and things like that. So let's enjoy this situation, make the best of it, continue to practice social distancing rules and everything. Now, we do know flu season is when we get a lot of our flus and pneumonias and COVID-19 as well. So let's keep this in mind that this ain't going to be the last scary situation, I don't think. However, the last really pandemic that we had in America was in 1918 with the Spanish flu. And there's a lot of similarity between the two viruses. So study your history. I'm a historian. Study your history. There's always been plagues. There's always been pandemics, epidemics, all over the world, not globally, not just in the United States. Okay. So let's keep that in mind. We got to take care of ourselves. Always eat healthy. Always drink plenty of healthy fluids. Stay away from sugary drinks. A lot of sugar. Try to do organic if you can, and just eat raw, healthy fruit and vegetables the most that you can. Leafy green vegetables, fresh food. Sometimes these foods sit in the grocery store and ship from many places, and it's kind of old when we get it. So not old, but not as fresh. So you never know what is going on with these foods before we get them. Okay, so let's look at taking care of ourselves. I'm drinking today tea, and it's an organic tea, and I have lemon in it. And teas are full of antitoxins, very healthy for your system, and they help with inflammation, swelling or whatever, aging, skin, high blood pressure, diabetes, and so forth. All right, so let's try to learn to drink and eat more healthy. Okay, and it's very important with us getting older, or those who are get older. So let's do that. Let's talk about reading. We're going to talk about reading more this week and look at some of the comprehension questions. I have a book today, Are You My Mother? And it's by P.D. Eastman. He's the author, the person that wrote the book. I don't have any illustrations information, but it's a Dr. Seuss book, okay? And if you didn't know, Dr. Seuss was supposed to be, or his father wanted him to be a doctor, but he ended up admiring a lady that wrote books and began to write books of his own. And you see, they have become very popular. But when we're reading, our title, Are You My Mother, tells us what the main idea most are going to be about. It's going to be about someone wondering who their mother is. Main idea. Supported details would be, as you look through this book, look at there. I see a little bird talking to a lot of little people. Bird cats, a cow, all kinds of animals and things looking for its mom. So we know those are supported detail. For every animal or everything it asks, Are you my mom? Is part of the details. You just want to keep them in sequential order, what happened first to what happened last, okay? So keep that in mind. That's your story structure when you have sequence or other information like that, all right? You want to also look at these pictures. You know they're not real. So if they're not real, could this fiction be true? Could this story be true as in fiction? Non-fiction, or is it something that's fiction that's not true? Is it a poem? Is it a drama or play? A play is drama. So these are some of the questions you can ask. A bug like it flew into my head. But anyway, these are the questions you ask yourself. So, looking at this picture, we know this isn't true, so it got to be nonfiction. Now you ask the author's purpose for writing this. Did this author write this book, Mr. Eastman, to entertain us? Or did he write it to inform us about true stuff? Or is he trying to get us to change our mind to do something? Or is he just describing one thing in many, many details? No, he wrote this book to entertain us, okay? Books that are fiction are usually, is always written to entertain us, okay? Poems, entertainment. Dramas, entertainment. But nonfiction is to inform. So you might want to narrow that down because we have more fictionist written genres than nonfiction in the sense of the type of story it is, okay? You want to ask yourself, is there a lesson to be learned? That's your theme. If it is, what is it? If this little bird walked away from his mom and got lost at a grocery store, then the lesson to be learned once he finds his mom is don't walk away from your mom, okay? And do not stay with your parents so you don't get lost, okay? Those are lessons to be learned if that was the scenario in this book, which is different. You have to read it to get the answers, okay? Also, we want to look at setting. Where did this take place? Indoors, outdoors, on the moon? Where? Okay? That's your setting. Characters, the little birdie, and several of the other characters that he may ask, are you my mom? Okay? But the main character is this little bird. It's all about this little bird. So that's your main character, okay? We're going to look at inference. All right, after this little birdie finds his mom at the end of the book, what is it to learn now? What is it that a logical guess? What could happen next? If you had to add more to this story, what could be next? The thing that you would add to this story have to correlate with what has happened. Okay, now the little bird has found his mom. He and his mom would enjoy life together, and he would never leave her side again. Something like that. Not that the little bird would probably go out and find more people to ask if they their mom. That makes no sense, okay? It have to be in some kind of logical, step-by-step order, all right? So that's your reading comprehension questions, and you want to keep those questions in mind to help you understand what's important to know in a story, all right? So we're going to talk about decomposers today. We know that decomposers is the last stop on your food web, okay? And that's science. Dead things that are eaten by decomposers are called detritus. I can never say all these words, which means garbage of nature, okay? We have bacteria, fungi, worms, beetles, mushrooms, single-cell bacteria, scavengers in some scenarios, like in the ocean. Scavengers are like shrimp, lobsters, crabs, and those kind of sea creatures like that, okay? You can find decomposers in all biomes. You can find them in the ocean. You can find them in the forest. You can find them in your backyard. You can find them in the Arctic. You can find them in ponds, everywhere. We need decomposers everywhere, okay? So now we're getting ready to take a look at some of those decomposers, okay? So, as we know, decomposers eat dead debris. Things that fall on the earth, okay? And just die. So, let's take a look at a couple. I found some, alright? So, they usually don't harm you. And a lot of times you've seen these bugs and decomposers, but you did not know what they were, okay? So we're going to take a look at this. And we're going to look into this little bucket right here. I think I'm going to take this bucket, sit it upside down, so we can take a look. I apologize for this. Of our decomposer. Oops, sorry. All right, so let's look in this little bucket here. Can't see it that well, but now we're going to see this. All right, here. My hair's in the way. This is awful. All right, what we have here is a slug. Look, y'all. A slug. This is a decomposer. See how it kind of draws up? And they have to keep their skin moist, okay? So here we have a slug. Here we have a snail. Snails are decomposers. See? Kind of curl up in there. I think that one's empty. Here you can see rolling, a little roly-poly. Right here. And they roll up into little bitty. See it on my finger? They roll up into little bitty balls. Here's another one, a bigger one. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, can't get that one. That's your decomposers, okay? Let's see what else is in the dirt. There's a bigger one. Right here. You see that decomposer? That's a bigger one. See it right there? They don't bite. And also your earthworms. And I'm looking for an earthworm. I don't see one. Wow. There's a lot of roly-polies. And we also have, of course, our earthworms, which I can't find any. So I look, hold on. That one? Nope. But those are decomposers. And decomposers are very essential to our ecosystem because what it does is they break down that dead material, plants and animals, okay? So that was my message for you today, decomposers. If you outside and you see or get a chance to see these decomposers or look under things, you will see that they're everywhere, okay? So, I look like the sun want to come out today. That's good. So anyway, enjoy your day and be safe and enjoy your family. Love your family, take care of them, and look out for each other, okay? Bye-bye.